FBI is continuing its investigation into an Illinois mayor who is becoming notorious for all the wrong reasons. The agency filing subpoenas to see her financial records and those of her closest allies. Dolton, Illinois mayor Tiffany Henyard has been under intense scrutiny and ridicule over her alleged spending of taxpayer money. Those expenditures include tens of thousands of dollars worth of luxury travel to Las Vegas and Atlanta, also pricey meals, also hair and makeup.
Welcome to Male Reality Lessons, where topics are reviewed and discussed as iron sharpens iron. Greetings, and on today we're going to talk about a very important topic, the term misappropriation of funds or misappropriation of assets. And who better than give a textbook example of this than our one and only embattled city girl mayor, Tiffany Henyard. Now, in the case of the mayor, perhaps we can reflect upon the statement made by a famous comedian at the beginning of the year.
Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
Thus, let's see what happens when you're not a good steward of your own personal finances. You definitely can't be a good steward of someone else's.
Corelli, who got her business, Good Burger, into South Suburban College in South Holland, which is also the headquarters of Thornton Township. And guess what Tiffany Henyard called her particular restaurant? Drum roll, please! Good Burger! That particular connection to South Suburban College, and with a name like Good Burger, she should do pretty well. Remember, she went to Thornton Ridge High School, she went to Robert Morris University, graduated with honors in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So, hey, shouldn't be a problem. And we all know that getting a restaurant at a college is actually very good business because the people just have to come there and you don't have that much competition. If you can get any food at any cafeteria, Jackson State, New Mexico State, you're gonna make a lot of money, unless you are Tiffany Henyard. Unfortunately, October 14, 2022, the Secretary of State corporate search indicates that Good Burger was involuntarily dissolved. Why was that? Well, there were certain complaints. 1, unsanitary conditions. 2, a bounce rent check. 3, 33 months of late rent and not being in good standing with the SOS.
South Suburban rental home owned by a Dalton Village trustee.
Since then, the renter says it's only gotten worse. CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozloff has also learned that trustee is pocketing tens of thousands of your tax dollars for a house that's now unlivable.
Here we go again.
You need to get your clothes out for school.
Jacqueline Smith and her 2 children called this hotel room home for almost a month. Ever since the Dolton house they were renting from village trustee Tiffany Henyard was slapped with this.
A big red sign that I cannot live there because it's unlivable.
Unlivable mostly because of mold.
All mold. Even growing on the bottom of the shoes is mold.
Mold that Smith's landlord, trustee Henyard, pledged to immediately clean up.
Right.
After we first reported on the problem in August.
And that's where it started.
Smith says workers came and painted. The house even passed a village inspection. Issues abated, notes Inspector Brian Thigpen in this September report, except they weren't.
It's horrible.
Enter activist David Lowry, who called Dolton directly. Suddenly, the house deemed livable on September 3rd became unfit for occupancy on October 15th. Lowry's theory?
The trustee used her power and influence.
We caught up with Henyard before last week's board meeting. I want to talk to you about that house on Dearborn. Can we do that?
My attorney's right here, so if you got any questions, I have legal counsel. Talk to my attorney.
So you want me to talk to your attorney and not you? You can't tell me how that house failed an inspection in October when it just passed it beforehand?
If you have any questions, talk to my attorney.
So we did.
The inspection process is within control of the village, not of the trustee. She has been instructed by the village attorney to be treated just like any other property owner.
Dalton's attorney says the house's inspection history is under investigation. And village records show a slew of past problems, with the house passing, then failing, then passing inspections for years, even before the Housing Authority of Cook County approved it as a rental property eligible for government housing assistance money, or Section 8. An HACC employee says as a landlord, Henyard's received $36,866 taxpayer dollars in Section 8 rent payments since 2017, when Smith moved in. Money that kept coming, even after this foreclosure notice was filed against the house last year.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
All the while, Dalton taxpayers even helped foot the bill to keep Smith's family off the streets.
He thought that, the village should be compassionate. She had nowhere to go. She had children. What we thought was to actually bill Trustee Henyard.
If you're enjoying the video, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Male Reality Lessons. Now with the foundation set, let's fast forward to today.
More drama in Dalton to tell you about. Fox 32 has learned that controversial Mayor Tiffany Henyard may have billed the wrong taxpayers for a trip to Washington, D.C. earlier this year.
What? Dane Placco has been digging into all of this for more than 2 years now. He has the latest this afternoon.
You might call our latest story, Mayor Henyard goes to Washington, but sends the bill to the wrong taxpayers.
Hey guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor, and I am in the White House.
It's mid-January, and Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard is getting a tour of the White House, part of the U.S. Conference of Mayors annual meeting in Washington, D.C.
It's gonna just be dope. But I'm just turning around so you can see, got a group of people, gonna go in some rooms, and yeah, oh my God.
And even a photo op with the president himself. But there's a big problem with who paid for Henyard to be here.
These appropriations are misappropriations.
We showed credit card statements for the trip to veteran municipal lawyer Bert Odelson, who represents Dalton trustees opposed to Henyard.
Every time I say I can't believe that she would do something, here comes another.
We found more than $9,000 in charges for the U.S. Mayor's meeting, including conference fees, flights to Washington, D.C., hotel rooms that were all charged to a credit card belonging to Thornton Township, a completely separate unit of government where Henyard serves as supervisor.
There's no reason for anyone from a township to go to a mayor's conference. A mayor's conference is a mayor's conference for mayors.
You're the one who found these.
Yep.
Stephanie Wiedemann is a former Thornton Township employee fired by Henyard and now a whistleblower. She says Henyard's dual roles as mayor of Dalton and supervisor of the township, two separate government entities, are constantly being blurred.
I have found, bills that were made out to the village of Dalton that were paid with a Thornton Township check. It's hard to decipher what is township and what is Dalton because she blends them so carelessly.
And it should be church and state.
It absolutely should be.
Tonight at 9, we'll have much more on this investigation, including whether or not Henyard may have broken the law by billing the wrong taxpayers. Now, we reached out to Henyard for a response last week, but have not yet heard back.
You can't make this shit up, people.
Well, the evidence is clear. Someone who can't even manage their own personal finances has no business managing anyone else's, let alone a municipality or any level of government. The proof is in the pudding. And for those who will believe to be Christian, the Bible speaks to the very fact that you need to be a good steward of your resources. Yet, I want to hear from you in the comments section. Give me your thoughts on this subject or any other topic you'd like to discuss on Male Reality Lessons. As always, I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe and have a good day.